there at the 2 o'clock position, you can see an object, a round object there that's reflecting off the sun there with the solar flares and everything, and all these parts and bits and everything being rotated around the sun at billions of miles an hour. You can't basically cover this, can you, NASA? On the right there, on the right hand side, you can see an object. So I'll be looking at these LASSO C2 cams. It's very important again to look at the different objects that you can see in the skies, and also taking note of the different SOHO cams. Here we have LASSO C3. This is the next filter cam. You can see here as well that line, that where the sun is, and also the solar flares, and also that that object at the 2 o'clock position as well. And you're looking at that object that I mentioned the other day as well. Basically, you're looking and seeing at the 7 o'clock position with all that trash that's coming through. There's also heavenly bodies that are being covered up there, the brown dwarf, that can only be seen through an infrared technology. But if you look closely on the screen, you can see closely as the solar flares are hitting different parts. Also at the 5 o'clock position, you can see round objects up there. So it's just very interesting to take note on all the different cams and stuff, because it's so important that we get the truth out there, because all the these shills and trolls and stuff are trying to stop us from seeing the truth. And I hope, Miss Big Mac, I hope you're doing well as well with your situations. So anyway, we'll go to the next cam now. Here is an image that was sent in, and you can see how clear it's in high definition. You can see the chemtrails above the natural clouds as the hydrogen's burning off the natural clouds because of the sun. The simulator is in front of it. You can see the reflections there. So fantastic image. Thank you for bringing that in. It's brilliant. People are starting to bring some brilliant images in. Here's a jet stream chart, North Atlantic, and basically you can see the timestamp above there and the date and everything, and also these diagrams and codes showing you basically that the jet stream is not one code, as before it was all one flow. The flow was good, and it was also causing us to have the normal weather, but also you can see how the lines, I mean, this used to be a very straight jet stream line. It was very very straight, and it was also in a neat condition. So now, as you can see on the screen, the jet stream has slowed right down, and also it's just erratic, and it's not even touching the UK. You can see there. Before it used to just go straight across the UK. So it's calm before the storm, like I said before. We're going to get some heavy weather shortly. It's only a matter of time until we get a large part of the stream that's going to just basically throw about 6 months of rain onto the UK, like it did last year. Many parts of the world get affected as well, but news media here in the UK like to stop the public from knowing the truth. Also, there was another earthquake today. My good friend in the USA, Cryptid Star, reports on the earthquakes, and he's doing a fantastic job. So I hope you're watching his channel, because he's a really kind, respectable guy. And I respect that man, and I respect all of you. So I'm going to keep an eye on the charts of the jet stream as well. It's so important that we get the truth out there. Just looking at all the different diagrams, noticing the change of the weathers and things, because it's only us that's going to get the truth. Because all these climate change hoaxes that the government produce, and changing all the figures and things, just put us off the government and the running media situations, because we know now that they're starting to, well, they have been lying to us for many years. You can see on this other live chart, basically changes the position of the jet stream every 10 minutes. And I look at this on the monitor upstairs and notice that things are changing. As you can see, the same flow is from the other jet streams, so all the jet streams are watching the same situation. With the content and diagram on the charts, they're all the same, so that's good. I don't see any changes. This here is a Thursday, 29th December chart. This is over in Europe. You've got the two that are showing and basically joining the two together. So we've got information for tomorrow as well on this chart. So what I'll do is I'll just keep on looking at the jet stream charts. It's so important. This here as well is a Andres Norway cam. Okay, Andenes Norway cam, and it's basically the timestamp at the bottom there is 8, it's the 12th, and basically this cam here is showing a pink sky. You can see there up in Norway, the pinkness of the skies. Thing is though, as I said earlier on as well, that I'm going to try and sort this out basically to try and get it in high definition, because when I put these videos up, sometimes YouTube seems to take down the quality, and I said this on emails tonight to subscribers. So basically they do smudge out lots of different things in that. But I'm just going to basically try and get the screen bigger as well, so to try and get the information up on the screen is very important. I know it is, and I will get to this and I'll sort it out for you, because it's so important that we get the right timestamps and things, like, you know. But there again, today in Norway at 1950, you can see that the skies are very, very pink, and that is because Nemesis and Nibiru on the horizons. It's showing there 100% on that cam. Here on this cam as well is solar wind speed and solar wind density. So basically we've got the strength and the directions as well. And I've noticed these through the months that the times have changed. You can see on the date and everything, and also the density. So it's just important to check all the wind speeds and things with these solar events, because they're getting higher. Can you see at the beginning here, there's a normal strength, but they're getting larger. From each day we're getting more activity every day. And also across the other side you've got the solar wind as well. It's getting to a higher point now. So it's very important that we check these charts every single day for you, the subscribers and viewers, because things are changing and the charts are changing as well. These were lower. These were about down here. These were lower a couple of months ago. So things are charging up there. The solar flares, they are coming at a terrible pace because Nemesis is coming in. Here are the magnetometers. Again, we've got the direction of the IMF and also the strength of the IMF. Now these are also space weather. It's the same sort of thing as I just showed you, but it's solar flares. Thing is though, you can see as the day goes by, you've got all this activity. Now before it would be a straight line. It'd be calm, but it's not, it's erratic. And also on this side as well, you can see where it's erratic. All across the line and that. These are bad, and also the red markings here say that we got some real strong solar flares earlier on in the day from the north. So it's just best to check everything just to see what's going on, you know. It's very important that we check every chart. This is a geomagnetic activity chart. It's a Corona magnetogram, and basically what it is, it's basically information about the activity that's going on up there. And also it's erratic. You can see the changes of the line and everything. It used to be a lot more smooth at this line, but it's more erratic now. So it's just proving that all things are changing up there in the with the sun and out in space, the heat, with what's going on. It's because, as I said before, it's because the sun is burning twice as hot now. The coronal hole faces Earth now. Look at the timestamp of the day and everything. Today we have got that huge hole that's facing towards our Earth now, so we are getting huge amounts of solar flare activity. It's burning our atmosphere, and our poles will shift. This is what they're worried about. Our ice caps are melting because of this situation now. This coronal hole is huge. It's massive. And I'm not just talking about something like a size of something on Earth. I mean, you'd be able to put about 7,000 Earths in there, in that hole. This thing will spit out and spew out so much activity, will cause so many problems now. And we're really in a dangerous situation now because the ozone layer has been ripped to shreds now. It's finished. This is what they're worried about. This is what they're looking at. And it's all down to the binary twin Nemesis that's burning holes into our sun. I showed you this on another piece of footage earlier on. They won't tell you the truth because you've got to think and wonder why are these coronal holes happening now on our sun? It's because we've got a red hot binary twin that's with our sun now, and it's sucking the energy out of it. It doesn't want it there. Our sun doesn't want it there. It's been here before, and the sun's repaired itself. And then when it did repair itself, it went into a solar minimum and basically caused a huge problem with Earth many years ago, an ice age situation where Earth went into freezing temperatures all over the globe. And the truth's got to come out because government are not saying anything. Our sun is suffering out there because of this binary twin. Here's another true image of our sun. Look at it. It's falling apart. These super flares are heading our way now, causing all sorts of problems. And also the dark patches prove as well that it's being burnt away in that simulator in front of it that's close to us, as NASA thinks it's protecting our planet, right to the end until they're run away into their underground cities. Because if that simulator wasn't in front of the sun, we would see these dark spots. They're totally blowing me away. The size of these things, they are massive. It's now time to understand that we've got a serious problem with our sun. The sun could be a problem, a huge problem where there's bits coming off our sun now. Huge chunks being thrown out into the vastness of space. And it's all down to these heavenly bodies that are actually causing the sun to be so affected. It's so dangerously obvious that we are in a big situation right now. Come on, look at the sun there. The coronal hole faces Earth. It says it all. Our magnetic pull will be affected by this. It's only a matter of time now until we start seeing the big differences of our changes to our Earth. Here is another image of the coronal hole. This is the other side of the sun. You can see basically that the sun is being affected. And right now people on Earth still think that everything's okay and they're just going about their business. But look at this. Our sun is being damaged by the binary twin. The binary twin is burning it. The brown dwarf star. The sun is starved. They call this the M-class events. Huge events. And as we're here on Earth and just going about our business, the government and military, they know that we're in big trouble. These images are real, true, and basically we have got a serious problem. Here is another image of an M-class solar flare. It says on the bottom of the screen, we've been a bit intact in the past few days, just like our sun, but she won't. And she woke up today with an M-class solar flare. Now the thing is though, I'm just showing you images of the size of these things. They're huge, massive, and they're spewing out towards us. It only takes for the kill shot to come along, and that's it. That is it. We are in deep trouble. Government think that flare, and that's why they've got those cities as well, underground cities. They think that they survive after that huge flare. The flare goes underground as well. Burns everything, destroys everything. And that footage from a long time ago with Jesse Ventura, when he spoke about this and he'd done a documentary about this, it's all true. The government try and hide things and basically try and cover things up. The CIA interviewed him and basically try to hush him down. He's gone. He's been hushed down. They don't want him they don't want people to know what's going on. It's so important that we really keep our eye on the skies and the sun now. They say this is a weak CME passage, meaning it's not a strong one. Look at the size of the thing. Now this is Mother Earth, okay? Now this is the magnetic field, the blue markings and everything, okay? Now the thing is, it's getting weaker. And the coronal hole from the sun, you can see the brightness, the yellowness on the left-hand side. That's what affects us. That's what hits our magnetic field. The only thing is, though, it's only a matter of time, and it's also been proven that it's getting weaker. It's getting weaker by the day. And these coronal mass injections are huge, massive. And they're chemtrailing, you see, every single day to stop this from happening. And also they're chemtrailing to stop us from seeing what the truth is, what's going on out there. These solar flares have been getting so much stronger from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. They weren't too bad, but they're getting huge now. Every day we're getting battered by these coronal mass injections. We are getting battered every day by these. And our Earth's magnetic field and also the protection system of Earth is weakening. And sooner or later, when a big one hits the kill shot, we are going to get a pole shift. And the brown dwarf star will then start coming closer. Everything is starting to heat up and get erratic out there in space. All the other planets are tilted, so's the sun. There's huge holes in the sun, and I believe this is to do with the binary twin. This is called a filament erupted glancing blow possible. The thing is, though, it makes it sound as if it's just nothing, you know. Oh well, that happened. Let's just ignore it and go on our way. No, this thing is millions and millions of miles long. Billions of miles long. It's huge. When one of these blow, it's going to kick the arse out of the sun, and basically all this is going to travel towards our Earth. It's a bad situation. It really is. It's not long before we're going to end up seeing some huge solar flare activity. And all our electric, our power grids, as I said before, our cars, our iPhones, our tablets, our laptops, all the work we do, all the good work we do, everything, factories, hospitals, it's all going to go off. It's all going to switch off. And they're watching this now. These events are now. Media say, oh, no, nothing's happening. It's a solar minimum. It's, you know, the sun's fine. It's okay. Just enjoy your day. Same old rubbish from the government media. So sick of it. And you are too. You subscribers are sick of it as well. And I'm with you 100% all the way, because I'm looking at these charts and I'm looking at this footage and stuff. And Steve Olson's work, it's just coming to the truth now. It really is coming to the truth now. We're getting so close to it now. And I just hope that everybody prepares. I really do. Because when these events happen, you must get indoors and close and lock your doors and just keep yourself safe. I don't know how we're going to do this, but something, I believe something one day soon. I hope that Donald Trump says and announces something before anything happens. I hope he has a heart. I hope he's got a heart of gold and he will be able to tell us before anything happens to prepare. Because I believe NASA, military, they're panicking now because the sun now has changed completely. It's so bright, and these flares are causing us problems now. They've got to be open now to the binary twin nemesis. They have to let us know that we've got the brown dwarf that's in our inner solar system now. They must tell us now. It's so important that they tell us. Here's another solid bit of truth. We're looking at the live ISIS scan. Okay? The ISS. Now look at it. Now the thing is though, yeah, the sun is yellow, but you've got the simulator in front of the sun. It's yellow. Now on the other footage, on the other ISS film cams, you will see that it will be like a white. The material of the International Space Station will be white. It won't be yellow like this. Now our sun is in deep trouble because they don't want us to see these CMEs, attacks that are heading on towards our Earth every 8 minutes. There's not just one that goes every 8 minutes. We're looking at 5 or 6 now. The thing is though, the sun is massive, and also the reflections as well, where it's darkening, where the binary twin is here. Sooner or later, I believe that NASA will take down the people. I don't believe now, actually, to be honest with you. I spoke about this to Scott. Funny I should bring that up, because I don't believe now there's anybody manned in that craft, because I believe that they will risk their lives 100%. I don't believe they're there anymore. I think the cams are running. The cameras are running, and the information, the voices that you would hear on the news streams are coming from Houston. They're coming from down on the ground. They're not coming from the International Space Station anymore. It's too dangerous up there now. It's far too dangerous up there now, because I look on the horizons on the other cams and the redness and the solar flare images. Come on, they can't be up there no more, because the thing is, there's so much trash that's up there. It's just absolutely unreal. So they've got something small up there. They're using something up there, and they have got other cameras that are pointing to the sun from other satellites. They're watching the sun now. We are in a very, very bad situation, because look at the colours. The colours, the yellowness as I showed you on the buildings, the tintness that are on the horizons, the reflections of the sea. It's all here now. Everything is showing now. And as I showed you on the other footage, the other video of the ISS was showing like a pink reflection on the bodywork and everything. Well, I know that to be Nemesis and Nibiru. But now our sun, okay, our heavenly body that lights our Earth up, is in big trouble. It's in deep trouble, and we all have to get the truth out of this situation. We need the government to open up to this now, because they've got to give us some time to try and prepare. Because it could affect everybody. You know, it can affect every single one of us. I'm going to show you now some live SOHO activity that's happened recently in the past few days. You can see where the sun has been affected by the binary twin. So I'm going to show you these images now, and you can see basically what's happened in recent effects. This activity was recorded early last month, okay, where the sun is just basically the solar flares and things, and you can see the celestial object as it is. Did you see the flash? That would be a huge solar flare that went towards our Earth on that time. We've been attacked every day. That was a large CME solar flare. You can see it where it's been recorded, and now it's heating up. It's all because the binary twin is to the right side of the sun there. Now look at the difference to our sun now. Look at the amount of solar activity that's on this cam. Now you saw the last one from last month. Now look at it now, the recent cam. Look at the way it's burning. These solar flares are spewing out every day now. The sun has changed its color, and it's very, very yellow, but these flares are being affected by it. These huge holes that are around our sun now. It's time now to prepare and to prep, because it's not just the binary twin and Nibiru that will cause a huge effect to our planet. It's our natural sun that's pumping out all these solar flares towards our Earth. We're getting 20 or 30 hits daily, and NASA know this. The government know this, and we need to prepare. So it's so important to give out the information and give out the trueness of what's going on, because thousands of subscribers now are sending in images, and they've got their own images of the sun. There's different people, genuine people, that are doing videos showing that the sun is being affected. Our clouds are being burnt by the hydrogen. The hydrogen has been burnt from them. It's a ticking time bomb, people. You've got to understand this. This is a ticking time bomb. It's only a matter of time until things really start getting bad out there in the inner solar system. It's so obvious that something huge is going to happen to our sun. Mercury is melting away. It's burning away at a rapid pace. Venus is red hot. The volcanoes are glowing hot. It's on the cams. Us on the Earth, in the habitable zone, we're in trouble. We're starting to get in a bit of trouble here. And scientists know this, and I've read information on this as well through the past months, that many scientists are coming forward saying that they're worried about this. Our sun now is acting very strange. Now, they must come out with the truth, because the truth is that the binary twin Nemesis is heading our way now. And the sun is being agitated. It's tilted. It's being agitated. because before it wasn't, because the binary twin was out in the other side of the Kuiper belt, and nothing was being affected until it started roaming its way through, dragging all the comets and dragging all the asteroids. Everything was dragged, being dragged now, billions of miles long. There's so much trash that's coming through, and so many asteroids that are hitting the sun. Massive amounts of rock from the Kuiper belt. Huge. Billions of miles long rock and asteroids, as I've just said. It's all hitting our sun and affecting it now. You've got to ask yourself this question. Why are the holes there on the sun? Well, I'll tell you now. Because the Nibiru system and all the comets, large amounts of it are being dragged and hitting our sun. Like people have said in the past, let the light shine through the darkness, and they are true words, because our sun is darkening and it's agitating. It's getting all these holes that are being smashed into the sun now by these huge rocks, bigger than Jupiter, bigger than other celestial bodies. These pieces of chunks of solid iron rocks are hitting our sun daily. So important to get the right information out there, because media and government are going to say anything. So a lot of the channels that you're watching now are giving out the proof of what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to go now and leave you with this. So I'm going to come back tomorrow with some more footage on the horizons and showing you the affections of, how affected we're having this yellowness of the sun shaded on the land and the buildings, because there's huge explosions going on up there, and they're putting this simulator in front of it thinking that we're not going to notice. I mean, come on, it's going to get so bad, we're all going to start noticing it. They're going to have to pull that simulator down and throw it away. That's the best thing for that thing. Get rid of it. NASA, we know what's going on. Anyway, so eyes for the skies. Respect to everybody that's viewing the channel, and I respect you for watching. Take care and respect.